I'm a big fan of your podcast as well as the LBR podcast. I just wanted to nicely chime in on Nate saying he couldn't understand how a man could be a feminist. I believe you're confusing feminist with feminazi.
Oh, okay.
I assume everyone on the show believes women should have equal rights as men, right? So then by definition, you're all feminists. Shut up, Chris. Feminism
well, don't speak for everyone, okay?
Okay,
all right.
You speak for you.
Chris is a misogynist. Sorry. Feminism is by definition the belief that women and men should have equal rights and opportunities. It has nothing to do with being able to say cunt or doing whatever they want and saying they're being who they are. It has nothing to do with bashing men either. I'm a man and I view my wife as an equal. I just don't view her as inferior to me. Just like she doesn't think women are superior to men. If a woman thinks that, they are in fact not a feminist. A feminazi is in no way a feminist because they usually think men are pigs and women are superior. People get feminist and feminazi mixed up all the time. Then some people get cartoon hedgehogs and helicopters mixed up with transgender people. What the fuck, Brianna Wu? With feminism, I just feel like if my next child is a daughter, I'd like to think she can grow up in a world where men and women are equals, where people are treated the same regardless of gender. The same way other races are equal to white people. Make fun of me for being a male feminist all you want. I just wanted to clear that up. I know this is long, so I don't expect you to read it on the podcast. Please reply or let me know what you read my email through.
So you know, Kevin, we read your email.
Yes.
Sincerely, the misogynist.
Thank you, Kevin, for that email. Something that I just, that I want to clear up is that when we talked about feminism, one of the things that we talked about was co-opting. We also talked about this as part of the Brianna Wu discussion as well. But there's this idea that there's co-opting going on, and you don't get to control how people label themselves or self-identify. So if there is someone out there who you would consider a feminazi, but they identify themselves as a feminist, their self-identification is valid. You're actually putting them into a box that they don't identify with by saying that they're a feminazi. And the problem with movements like this and getting attached to movements like this and isms like this is that now, because you can't completely invalidate them, now they are co-opting what you feel is your point of view. So, I mean, if you want to say that there's a difference between feminazis and feminists, well, feminazis...
There really is.
I know that there is, but feminazis don't call themselves feminazis. They call themselves feminists. And unless, I mean, it really would take a very concerted effort from feminists to make that distinction because the public doesn't know that. Most people don't know that.
Pisses me off too. Like Stern considers himself a feminist also, like he always has. But the thing is that the last just couple of years, it's blown up into this huge thing just because of social media, and it's horrible. Well,
that's the I again, and I said this on the show. I never considered myself a feminist. I don't think that a guy can be a feminist any more than I, as a white man, can be a part of the Black Panther Party. It can happen. I'm not saying that there aren't white people that are part of the Black Panther Party. There are, and you can be an ally and think that shit is good and want to support it, but I can't claim it. To claim it is arrogance on my part, and I sort of feel the same of male feminists. It's arrogance on their part to claim something that they're not a part of. And
as a woman, I don't feel that feminism is the same as that though. I kind of feel like it's a totally different level.
But the idea of the idea of this, like the man bun, enlightened, vegan, male feminist out there. That's a self-identification that people are like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's totally me. And I'm like, no, that's not you. You're just parroting other people's ideas. And just, like, you really haven't really thought about, about what you're, like about the shit that's coming out of your fucking mouth.
Well, I think you used the right word.
All too often it comes out as like, well, this shouldn't be like this, or this, you can't say this, you can't do this. And that's the part that I get annoyed with.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have a response to that.
So yeah, we appreciate the email, Kevin. It's fun to have discussions like this on the show. I encourage more people to write in on subjects like this because it's a lot of fun to talk about, and it's a lot of fun, and it's obviously important. I mean, it's an important thing. I'm not trying to I'm not attempting to write off feminism. I'm not trying to say that feminism is invalid. It's perfectly valid. It's perfectly valid in terms of critique. It's perfectly valid in terms of personal beliefs. And you're right. Feminism, at its very base, is the idea that men and women are equal, and I share that idea. I just can't claim the name. To claim the name is arrogance.
I'm not okay. I don't say use it as part of your identity, but when you talk about like political beliefs, and if you have feminist beliefs, then you have feminist beliefs.
Sure.
You don't necessarily have to call yourself feminist.
Sure.
But you do have feminist beliefs.
Well, he didn't use the right word, ally. You're an ally to the group.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am, and that's the thing. For there's a lot of people who want to jump to conclusions just based on the conversation that we're having on the air and go, oh well, he's an ist. He's an ism. He believes in isms. And I just don't. I don't subscribe to a lot of that thinking. And I like the open exchange of ideas between people. And I don't feel like telling people what they can and can't say. A lot of times when you're the gate to allowing people on the air, or you're the gate to allowing ideas from emails on the air, when you're the gate to that, when you're the gatekeeper, that's why a lot of emails, a lot of calls don't go through. When you try to call radio stations, it's not because their lines are jammed. It's because they don't want to talk to you. It's because they don't like your idea.
Your idea is stupid.
Exactly.
Get off the air.
We don't do that. If you disagree with any of the shit that we say, we allow you to call this show each and every single week.
We'll make fun of you.
Well, that's the thing, is that if you want to test your ideas out, come on, let's do it. We leave a live line open for you to do that. And if you think we're wrong, you can call us out. It's amazing. Not many other podcasts allow you, the listener, to do that.
This is pretty heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that I don't speak up for minorities so that I can crush pussy.
That's my views on the matter.
There you go. The thing is, Chris, you don't even speak up for minorities.
Well, I know I don't do that to crush pussy.
Okay, fair enough.
Doesn't make the sentence wrong.
Yeah, still stands.
Granted, it does assume something, but it seems I speak up.
All right, that's good.